Hey everyone, Mike here. We at Cybernews think that a good antivirus program, must be effective. But testing it? That's not always an easy task. That's why today, I will risk my security by allowing malware on my PC and checking to see if Norton antivirus will be able to deal with it. Look, if you like these types of exciting and honest tests, let us know by slamming the like and subscribing button for more. Alright, first let's perform some malware tests, Eicar and Wicar specifically. Then, let's test Norton's performance against real malware I've downloaded on my PC. And lastly, I'll give you a brief Norton antivirus review and remind you of what it has to offer. Now, if Norton impresses you after this video, I'll link some exclusive discounts in the description below, including some other top recommendations for you to compare. Alright, let's commence the Norton test. I'll start with the Eicar malware test. You might be familiar with it already. This test uses fake malware in 4 different forms: an MS-DOS executable, a text file, and an executable hidden within a single and double-layered archive. If you saw my previous malware test with Kaspersky and Bitdefender, which we also have discounts for linked below, you should remember that they have detected and deleted the first 2 types as soon as I've downloaded them. And I'm happy to say that Norton does exactly the same. Both the MS-DOS and text files containing fake malware were deleted instantly. But with the archive malware, I had quite a strange thing happen to me. The double-layered archive was detected and quarantined immediately, not even showing up on my desktop. But the single-layered archive was not detected at all. I've tried downloading it several times and Norton didn't even raise an alert even once. So now I have 3 zip archives on my desktop. Awesome. Turns out the real problem was with Norton not detecting malware during download. Trying to scan the archive deleted malware from it, and trying to run the file from the unpacked archive led to Norton deleting it as well. Still, I managed to download and even unpack it without Norton batting an eye. And that's not how it should be. On the flip side, Norton passed the Wicar test with flying colors. Now, where Bitdefender and Kaspersky gave me liberty to access potentially malware-infected websites at my own risk, Norton straight up blocked them. No warning, just a completely unloaded page and a notification in the security history, telling me an intrusion attempt from the website was made, so Norton just blocked it. Now, personally, I prefer this to the warning approach of Kaspersky or Bitdefender. Allowing users to make the final decision is good and all, but I wouldn't always give users the liberty to do so. Sometimes users, especially inexperienced ones, should be protected from danger, even if it requires software to take a little more control. And a hilarious thing happened when I was preparing for the real test. Norton decided to do a random scan, as it sometimes does, and wiped off most of the malware I tried to leave for it to detect. I guess that would be considered a success, and to be completely honest, the fact that Norton initiates a quick scan by itself from time to time, trying to keep you secure as possible, is a sign of great dedication to the cause, especially since Norton's quick scan barely uses any of your computer's performance. I've had scans running alongside some heavy software or even games, and I haven't encountered any significant lags or slowdowns. Okay, back to business. Now, I've waited for Norton to ruin the work of my past hour, and then tried again. This folder with active malware was scanned, analyzed, and step-by-step plunged into the depth of quarantine, or even shredded in a matter of minutes. I don't doubt the effectiveness of Norton's scan, and yet the Eicar test still boggles me. Anyway, that's it for the test. Next up, the best features of Norton quickly summed up with some personal touches. Look, I actually like the design of Norton's app. It's really not too simplistic, and I guess it could be a bit hard to navigate, but it is pleasant to work with. And when you want just the scan and the antivirus features, you get a window with only those features. And all the additional things, like password manager, VPN, dark web monitoring, and parental controls, they all have separate windows for them as well. The individual window of the antivirus is by nature slim and focused. All the important buttons and settings are in plain sight, which is great for beginners. With Norton, you can run a quick or deep scan, protect your camera and microphone, see the history of security checks completed, and the threats uncovered. And hey, you can even adjust the performance of Norton or create a backup of the most important files. Though I would have preferred the advanced functions to have explanations within the app, I'm okay with all explanations being available on their website. These can be found by clicking on the question mark on the corner of the screen anytime if you're not sure what you're doing. While Norton might not be as flexible as Kaspersky in terms of settings and customization, I found it very user-friendly, with Norton almost guiding me by hand when I was performing scans. Norton's extra features are a little less comfortable. The dark web monitor is located on a separate website page, and Password Manager has a separate app altogether. Only the VPN is actually built into the main Norton app, but it's also quite limited in its functionality and not customizable enough in terms of security protocols and connectivity features. So in conclusion to this Norton review, I can say that it really is a comfortable and effective antivirus software. But before I give my final thoughts, I invite you to check out our discounts once again, because you won't regret it. A little advice with Norton: perform scans often, or at least let Norton do its automatic scans without interruption. Though I don't think the situation I had with Eicar is common, it's clear that Norton has a less thorough checkup of downloaded files than it does when it scans. Other than that, it's doing the job of eradicating malware perfectly. Its additional features might not be all that effective or comfortable to use, but their password manager is nice and the dark web monitor is functional. As for Norton VPN, just get a separate VPN that offers more functionalities. We have loads of recommendations for them. Heck, I'll even add them down in the description if you're interested. And of course, if you subscribe to our channel and check out more of our videos, well, you're going to find a lot more cybersecurity content to satisfy your curiosity. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon enough.